Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Back on the scene, crispy and clean.
Yo, we back on the scene. Always Funky Style in the Always Funky studio. It's crazy outside. Wednesday was the 24th of March. February. All right, I tried to flow into it. It's the Wednesday, 24th of February. It's crazy weather outside New York City. I hear the wind whipping and blowing. We sitting here. The name of my show is going to be The Gray Area. So you watching, you tuned in all to The Gray Area right now. Yeah, that's right. It's The Gray Area. This the we're going to call this the studio. So this the Always Funky Style studio. Oh, the Gray Area studio. That's what I'm going to call it. But I'm going to keep it rolling right along. I'm going to jump into, my last pilot that I did. Let me jump into this. I had a blooper. Y'all getting, I can't edit. Listen, I cannot edit. So y'all getting a raw, uncut. This is just how it is. I run through and that's it. I know how to hit the pause so I can play music. That's about all I could do. So somebody teach me how to edit. I need a course or something. So give me something to link, something to look up. But I want to go over my little bloopers. So the last show I did, Genderless Babies. I said Eugene. All right, let me say it like this. The last show I did, for anybody that didn't watch, the story about me bumping into a neighbor, had a genderless baby. I couldn't tell the sex of the baby, and the baby had a unisex name. And I said a unisex name like Eugene. Eugene isn't a unisex name. It's actually, I want to say a boy's name. So I want to correct the blooper. Examples of unisex name would be names like Dana or Madison. Now, to me, Dana and Madison both sound like female names, but in all actuality and reality, they're actually both unisex. So, all right, let me keep it moving right along. Let me get into the funky solution for you. Alright, so moving right along, the funky solution is girl. I talk to many people, I talk to my friends, I talk to strangers, I talk to people with kids, without kids. The funky solution, always assume that baby is a girl. Of course, if it's a girl, you write anyway, but if it's a boy, you go, damn, that your boy's so pretty, I thought that was a girl. When he get older, he gonna be a lady killer. And that's your comeback. Talking to people, from what I understand, it's easier to hear that your son is a girl than to hear that your daughter is a boy. So imagine, I guess to a parent, there's no comeback. You can never be like, I thought that was, you can't ever say she's pretty after you call a girl a boy. You just gotta be like, all right, you got a little linebacker for a daughter and that's it. And you left out in the cold. So that's the funky solution. Parents, hit me up. Let me know how you feel. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. So once again, moving right along, that spins off into the next topic. The gray area topic. What do you believe? How you want to raise your kids? That's what this show's all about. Gray area is just all about topics with no right or no wrong, but how you feel, what you believe, what makes you who you are. So the topic is how you want to raise your kids. Do you want to raise your kids genderless, or do you want to give them gender identity? And there's no right or wrong. I've talked to people that told me both sides. Some people want to raise their kids. However, if your boy playing with a Barbie doll, they want to let him continue to play. Don't say nothing. If your girl playing with trucks, oh well, let her play. And that's cool. That's the genderless way. Or do you want to be a little more direction oriented with your child, with your children or your child? Me, I don't have kids. I'm not a parent, so I can't say. I think good parenting, I would think, is all about being in a moment. You know, it's listening skills. It's about living in the exact moment. You can't live in the past, can't live in the future. So it's hard to say what's right or wrong because it's such a given moment. You got to just be in it and feel it. You got to really feel the universe, feel yourself, feel your kid, and feel what's the right decision. It's a thin line with that type of thing. But as for funky style, as for what I believe in my kid, hell yeah, my kid better have some gender roles. Not knocking anybody else, but yeah, I want my kid to have gender roles. And I'm not saying if you're a boy, you got to be a football player and this idea of society's boy. If you're a girl, you got to be a prissy girl. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying be your own man, be your own female, make it your own. That's all I'm saying. My reasons for this, I want to say, for one, I want you to have, as a child, the drop on your environment. Unless you're raising your kids on a mountaintop, basically when you send them off into the street or the school, the street's going to tell them what they are. I mean, look, you don't know. You born nature. You gotta tell your kids how nature made them. I didn't know I was black when I was little. So guess what? Somebody had to tell me I was black. So if nobody would have told me, obviously everybody else could look at me and tell. So the streets would have had the drop on me. They would have had the advantage, the awareness, and I want to have my kids fully aware of how nature made them. Now they take that, make it their own, but I want them to have full awareness. So that's my reasons, and also because I love culture. That's another reason for me. I'm obsessed with culture and history on any facet, any kind of culture, any kind of history. I'm just into that type of stuff, and I do believe gender roles do fall into culture. I mean, yeah, as cavemen, we do act a certain way or do certain things that have certain, I guess, attributes. But I do feel like gender roles are a large part culture. So to feel connected to a culture or feel a sense of community, I want you to know who you are or where you came from and then make it your own. Like I said, I'm black. I don't have to do everything black people do. I don't gotta like everything about black American culture, but I understand it. I relate to it. I have a sense of community from it. And I feel like that on every level. I want you to feel like that as a man or as a woman also. Have a sense of community, be able to relate to it. So that's all I'm saying. I'm into it for the cultural aspect. I'm into it for the awareness aspect. So that's why I'm into teaching your kids. But I'm also into individuality. I'm the most liberal person. I'm 90% liberal. I'm very, very, very little bit traditional, but 99.9% liberal, I'm going to say. So I'm all about taking everything and then making it your own. So that's the funky style. That's the funky style way. That was the funky solution. That's the funky style. This is the gray area. Let me know how y'all feel.
My ladies run it back, the black stomachs, throw a hand in the air, if it's the year, the woman on my toes running.